My grandfather worked the same land for 50 years without a complaint. He'd rise before the sun was thinking about getting up and start. He didn't talk about religion the way men talk about it now. He just planted and he waited, and he trusted in the how. He said the land will teach you everything that a sermon never could. That patience isn't something that you learn, it's something that you do. You put the seed into the darkness, and you wait through cold and rain, and you trust that what you bury will become something again. I was too young then to hear it. Now I turn it over in my hands, like the soil he used to work through, like a man who finally understands what the harvest knows that the winter couldn't show, that the depth inside the season is the only way to grow. You can't rush the ground to open, you can't force the green to rise, but if you plant in faith and patience, what was buried will survive. That's what the harvest knows. That's what my grandfather showed, that every dying thing in darkness is a promise yet to grow. What the harvest knows. He'd walk the roads at golden hour, running his hands along the wheat, checking what was coming in and what the week had brought to be. He never seemed to worry the way a younger man would do. He said, I did my part already, the rest belongs to something true. He'd bring his lunch out to the field and eat alone without a phone, just him and 30,000 acres and a God he'd always known. And when the drought came hard one summer and the crop came up thin and dry, he knelt beside the cracked and broken earth and prayed without asking why. Not demanding and not bargaining, not shaking his fist at the sky, just talking to God like a neighbor with the honesty of a man too tired to lie. What the harvest knows that the winter couldn't show, that the depth inside the season is the only way to grow. You can't rush the ground to open, you can't force the green to rise, but if you plant in faith and patience, what was buried will survive. That's what the harvest knows. That's what my grandfather showed, that every dying thing in darkness is a promise yet to grow. What the harvest knows. I've read the words of theologians, I've sat in conference halls and heard men with degrees debate the nature of resurrection from the dead. But I understood it in a cornfield at the age of maybe 8 or 9, watching green push through the winter like it had no doubt, like it had no time for second guessing what the ground could hold or whether spring would keep its word. My grandfather just knelt beside it and he listened and he heard The same thing every farmer hears if they're quiet long enough to know that the God who made the seasons, made the dying and the letting go, made the fallow and the fruitful, made the cold that comes before the green, made the patience in the planting and the faith in the unseen. And he taught me without teaching me, by just living what he knew, that the cross is like the winter and the Easter morning always comes back through. He's been gone now going on 12 years. The land passed to my father's hands, and my father passed it down to me with all its rocks and reprimands. And every spring when the ground softens and I walk the rows alone at dawn, I hear him in the silence of the soil. I hear him in the way the light comes on. I do my part and trust the rest. I plant my seed and pray. I watch the green push through the cold a little more with every day. I think about the things I've buried in the darkness of my own hard years, the grief, the doubt, the dry and fallow seasons, and how the green always reappears. What the harvest knows that the winter couldn't show, that the death inside the season is the only way to grow. You can't rush the ground to open, you can't force the green to rise, but if you plant in faith and patience, what was buried will survive. That's what the harvest knows. That's what my grandfather showed. That every dying thing in darkness is a promise yet to grow. That the cross is like the winter and the tomb is like the ground, and the Easter always follows every time the seed goes down. What the harvest knows, planted in the dark, trust the ground, trust the God who made the ground. I left the church at 22 with a list of reasons why. Too many rules, too many questions, too many things I couldn't reconcile inside. I told myself I'd find God somewhere else, in the mountains or the sea, in the freedom of a Sunday morning that belonged entirely to me. And for a while it almost worked. The sky was big enough to hold whatever shape I needed God to be, whatever story I was told. But somewhere in my 30s, when the freedom lost its shine, I started driving past the churches, slowing down without a reason every time. You can't unfeel the thing you felt before you knew enough to doubt. You can't unlearn the God who held you before you figured your own way out. It's a long way home when you've been gone for years, when the road back feels like surrender and surrender feels like fear. I went the long way home, through the wilderness and pride, through the seasons of not knowing what was missing from inside. But the door was always open and the light was always on, and grace met me on the long way. Grace met me on the long way home. stormy Tuesday. No dramatic moment, no big sign. Just a tired man who needed somewhere quiet enough to finally get his mind. The church was nearly empty, late afternoon, no mass, no crowd. Just the candles and the silence, and the space to say things out loud. I didn't kneel immediately. I sat in the back and looked around at the crucifix above the altar, at the familiar and unfamiliar sound of my own breathing in a sacred space. After years of keeping God at length, and something in the stillness said, I've been here the whole time, take your strength. Maybe doubt was never the opposite of faith. Maybe it was faith that hadn't found its legs. Maybe the years I spent in the wilderness were the years that burned away the dregs. It's a long way home when you've been gone for years, when the road back feels like surrender, and surrender feels like fear. I went the long way home, through the wilderness and pride, through the seasons of not knowing what was missing from inside. But the door was always open, and the light was always on, and grace met me on the long way. Grace met me on the long way home. I've talked to men who never left, who can't quite understand why someone raised with all of this would walk away. I don't blame them for the question, I can barely answer it myself, except to say that sometimes people have to put the faith up on the shelf and live inside the absence long enough to feel the weight of what it means to be without it, long enough to see it straight. Not as a set of rules to follow, not as guilt and not as shame, but as a father who kept the porch light burning every night I didn't come. And now I sit in mass on Sundays next to people I don't know, fumbling through the parts I've forgotten, relearning everything I let go. And it's awkward and it's humbling, and some mornings it feels thin, but I keep showing up on Tuesdays because something here is calling me back in. My mother lit a candle for me every single week I was away. She never told me until I came back, didn't want to push, she said she'd just pray. And I think about those candles burning through the years I wasn't there, the quiet faithful intercession of a woman on her knees in prayer. That's the thing about the people who stay, they hold the space for the ones who go. They keep the faith alive and breathing for the prodigals they love and know. And when I finally made it back, she didn't say a single word, just held me in the parking lot like the answer to every prayer she'd heard. It's a long way home when you've been gone for years, when the road back feels like surrender, and surrender feels like fear. I went the long way home, through the wilderness and pride, through the seasons of not knowing what was missing from inside. But the door was always open, and the light was always on, and grace met me on the long way. My mother's candle lit the long way. God was on the long They told me to be strong. At the graveside in the rain, they said he's in a better place now. Like that helps with all the pain. I shook 100 hands that day, said thank you, I'm alright. Then I drove home through the darkness and fell apart that night. I sat out on the porch for hours, couldn't go inside the house, because his chair was at the table and his coat was on the couch. And I'm not the kind of man who knows what tears are for, so I just sat there in the cold, not knowing anymore. Nobody taught me how to grieve. Nobody showed me that it's okay to fall completely to pieces and bring the pieces to God and say, I don't know how to grieve. I don't know where it goes. I don't know how to carry what this kind of sorrow holds. I don't have the right words. I don't know how to pray. I just know I'm broken open in a way I've never been. And God, if you're still listening, I need you to step in. I don't know how to grieve, but I know you do. I went to Mass that Sunday, didn't want to, but I went. I sat in the back row hiding every ounce of grief I meant. And when they read about the raising of the man 4 days in the tomb, I felt something crack inside me, like a window in a dark room. Not because the pain went anywhere, it didn't, it was still there, but because the God I prayed to had stood outside a grave and wept. He didn't quote the scriptures, he didn't give a speech, he just stood there in the open and he let the grief speak. Maybe that's the whole permission that I needed all along, to know that God himself has wept and weeping isn't getting it wrong. I don't know how to grieve. I don't know where it goes. I don't know how to carry what this kind of sorrow holds. I don't have the right words. I don't know how to pray. I just know I'm broken open in a way I've never been. And God, if you're still listening, I need you to step in. I don't know how to grieve, but I know you do. I've seen men hold it together until it breaks them something terrible. I've seen the ones who never cried pay for it in ways not visible. The drinking that starts quiet, the anger with no name, the distance in a marriage that nobody can explain. And I think we were all handed a lie somewhere along the line, that a man who shows his sorrow is a man who's left it all behind. But David wept in the Psalms, and Job sat in the ash, and Jesus stood at Lazarus' tomb and let the tears come fast. So I'm learning something different now than what I learned to be, that the strongest thing I've ever done is kneel here and let myself grieve, that the bravest prayer I've offered had no words, just I almost forget. Then I hear his laugh in someone else, and the whole thing comes back in. I've stopped pretending I'm alright. When people ask me how I am, I've started saying I'm still in it and meaning it. My son caught me crying once at the kitchen table alone. He stood there in the doorway, not sure if he should come or go. I waved him over, held him close and said, "This is what love calls, son. When you love somebody truly, this is what it feels like when they're gone." I hope that's something worth them knowing, more than all the strength I've shown. That grief is just love with nowhere to go, and God is right there in the middle of it, closer than he's ever been before. I don't know how to grieve, I don't know where it goes, I don't know how to carry what this kind of sorrow holds. I don't have the right words, I don't know how to pray. I just know I'm broken open in a way I've never been. And God, if you're still listening, thank you for stepping in. I didn't know how to grieve, but you did. You always did. Jesus wept, 2 words that gave me permission. Jesus wept, and so can I. There's a rosary on the dashboard, been there since my father drove this truck. The beads are worn and slightly faded from the years of sun and rust and luck. He never made a big production, never preached from any stage. He just hung it on the mirror and let it age. I remember asking what it meant. He kept his eyes on the road ahead. He said, "Son, some days the praying is the only thing between us and the dead." I was 12 and didn't get it, filed it somewhere in the back, but I kept the rosary on the dashboard when the truck passed to my hands. There are things that get inherited that don't show up in any will. The way a man holds on to something when the road gets long and still. The rosary on the dashboard swings with every bend and turn, a small and silent witness to the miles and what they earn. I've driven through the darkness, I've driven through the doubt, I've driven through the seasons when the faith was running out. But every time I almost let go, every time I lost the road, the rosary on the dashboard reminded me I'm not alone. The rosary on the dashboard. My wife thought it was old-fashioned the first year that we drove together. She laughed a little at the beats swinging through the summer weather. But the night we lost the baby on the highway driving home, she reached reached up to the dashboard and she held it and she held it and she held it and she didn't let it go. She never made a joke again about the beads or what they meant. And I watched her start her own rosary in the quiet hours of Lent. Now there are two sets on the dashboard, hers and the one my father left. Two prayers tangled up together, like a family, like a breath. Some things can't be explained in daylight, some things only make sense in the dark. When you're driving into nothing and you need something for your hands and your heart, the rosary on the dashboard swings with every bend and turn, a small and silent witness to the miles and what they earn. I've driven through the darkness, I've driven through the doubt, I've driven through the seasons when the faith was running out. But every time I almost let go, every time I lost the road, the rosary on the dashboard reminded me I'm not alone. The rosary on the dashboard. I've seen men with bumper stickers shouting faith from every lane. I've seen churches on the billboard promising to take away the pain. But my father never shouted, he just drove and trusted God with a set of worn out rosary beads in the long and quiet road. And I think that's what faith looks like most of the time, most of the days. Not a thunderclap or vision, just a man who quietly stays, who shows up in the morning, who drives the miles and prays, who leaves a worn-out rosary for the son who drives his place. Someday this truck will pass again to a set of younger hands, and they'll find the bead still hanging and maybe understand that the people who loved before us left more than land and names. They left the small and holy objects soaked in all their prayers. My son rode in the back seat last Sunday on the way to Mass. He reached up from behind me and he touched the beads and asked, he said, "Dad, whose rosary is that one?" I said, "That one was your grandfather's son." He said, "Can I have one for my bedroom?" And I said, "When your time comes, he'll understand the answer. When the road gets long enough, when he needs something in the darkness, something small and strong enough to remind him that somebody prayed this road before him clear, and that God was on the dashboard every mile of every year." The rosary on the dashboard swings with every bend and turn, a small and silent witness to the miles and what they earn. I've driven through the darkness, I've driven through the doubt, I've driven through the seasons when the faith was running out. But every time I almost let go, every time I lost the road, the rosary on the dashboard reminded me I'm not alone. Two sets of beads now hanging where one set hung before. The rosary on the dashboard is a prayer worth passing on. The rosary on the dashboard. Hail, Hail Mary, full of grace. miles and miles of grace. Rosary on the dashboard, keeps swinging all the way home. "40 days beneath the sky, where silence strips away the noise that fills my restless heart and leads my soul astray. No crown of ease, no feast of pride, just ashes on my head. A fragile man before his God, on living daily bread. Strip away what blinds my eyes, burn away disguise. Lead me through the desert, Lord, where only truth remains, where hunger turns to holy fire and mercy falls like rain. Break the stone around my heart till grace can enter in. 40 days to lose myself and rise with you again." The tempter whispers comfort, the easy wider road, but you were there before me, beneath temptation's load. You fasted in the wilderness, you faced the darkest lies, and showed that strength is born within when self and pride both die. Teach my soul to choose the cross, not the lesser loss. Lead me through the desert, Lord, through dust and honest prayer, where hidden sins come into light and meet your mercy there. Break the stone around my heart till chains are torn within. 40 days to lose myself and rise with you again. Not just sacrifice of bread, but sacrifice of will. Not just fasting from the world, but learning to be still. If dying now means living true, if surrender sets me free, then let these 40 days reshape the man I'm called to be. Lead me through the desert, Lord, till Easter morning breaks, till every wound is washed in light and every fear awakes. Break the stone around my heart, let resurrection begin. 40 days to lose myself and rise with you again. From ashes into flame, from desert into dawn. "40 days beneath the sky, where shadows stretch and grow, each step a quiet sacrifice on a narrow road below. The cross stands on the horizon, the hill is drawing near. Some days my faith feels steady, some days it shakes with fear. But you are walking with me through every in-between. This is the long walk to Easter, through desert and through flame, through silence and surrender, through calling out your name. It's not the road of comfort, it's not the easy way, but every step of dying leads closer to that day. There are nights of hidden battles where heaven feels so still, moments when obedience costs more than I thought it will. Yet in the dark awaiting, a promise still remains. The stone has not been lifted, but hope is in the pain. You never waste the valley, you shape me in the trial. This is the long walk to Easter, through weakness and through loss, through learning how to follow the shadow of the cross. It's fasting and forgiving, it's bending pride to pray, it's dying to the old man so light can find its way. If Friday feels like ending, if silence fills the tomb, if heaven seems to hide its face in grief's unbroken room, still dawn is on the calendar, still mercy waits to rise, still death does not get final word before new life arrives. This is the long walk to Easter, but it will not end in night. For every cross that we embrace will burst in living light. Through desert dust and darkness, through every tear we shed, the road that leads through Calvary leads to life instead. The stone will roll away. I came with empty pockets and a heart worn to the bone. Every road I tried to follow led me further from my home. I sat down at your table with no offering to bring, just the hunger that I carried and the ache of everything. You didn't turn me from the door, you didn't ask me to behold. You just broke the bread in silence, and you looked into my soul. Bread for the broken, wine for the weary, light for the ones who forgot how to shine. Come as you are, come hollow, come heavy. There's room at this table, there's mercy and wine. You don't have to earn what He's freely given. You don't have to rise before you can fall. Bread for the broken is all that He offers. Bread for the broken is enough for us all. I used to think that holiness was something I could chase, a city on a hilltop that I'd reach if I kept pace. But you met me in the valley when I'd given up the climb. Not a God of the arriving, but a God of every time. This is His body, given for love. This is His blood, poured out from above. Not for the worthy, not for the strong, but for the wandering soul who's been gone too long. Come back, come back, the table is set. He hasn't forgotten and He hasn't left. Bread for the broken, wine for the weary, light for the ones who forgot how to shine. Come as you are, come hollow, come heavy. There's room at this table, there's mercy and wine. You don't have to earn what He's freely given. You don't have to rise before you can fall. Bread for the broken is all that He offers, and bread for the broken is enough for us all. Bread for the broken, that's me. That's me. The night was long and unforgiving, heavy on my chest. Every dream I ever carried laid to rest. I was drowning in the silence of prayers I couldn't pray, watching all the light I knew slowly fade away. In the valley of my breaking, where the shadows closed me in, I believed that I was finished, that this was where I'd end. Every tear felt like a witness to everything I lost, standing face to face with sorrow and the weight of every cross. But even in the darkness, a promise still remained. Love was right in purpose through every drop of pain. From pain was born hope, from sorrow came grace. From the darkest night shone the Savior's face. What I thought would end me became my open door. From pain was born hope, and I fear no more. The stone I thought was final was never meant to stay. Morning broke the silence and rolled my fear away. What felt like devastation was resurrection's start. The cross became the healing of my shattered heart. If He conquered death and sorrow, then this storm will pass. Every wound becomes a story of His love that lasts. From pain came hope. From the cross came love. When the night is full of shadows and my heart is full of fear, when the road feels long and lonely and no answer seems near, I lift my eyes to heaven through the silent dark and whisper holy words from the depths of my heart. Mother of mercy, hear my cry. Under your mantle, cover me. Hold me in your purity. When storms are raging wild and strong, keep my fragile faith alone. Under your mantle, let me stay. Guide my steps along the way until I rest in perfect light. Under your mantle tonight. You who stood in quiet courage when the world had turned away, teach my trembling soul how to trust and how to pray. When temptation whispers softly and my strength is small, wrap me in your tenderness and lift me when I fall. Mother so gentle, stay near me. Under your mantle, cover me. Guard my heart in charity. When doubt is louder than my song, remind my soul where I belong. Under your mantle, let me hide, safe within your holy side, until my fears are washed away. Under your mantle, I will stay. You lead me to your Son. You always point the way. In every trial, every cross, you teach my heart to pray. Under your mantle, I will stand, trusting in the Father's plan. Through every valley, every sea, your gentle hand is guiding me. Under your mantle, till life is through, let my final breath choose you, and may my soul forever be under your mantle eternally. Holy Mother, pray for me. Ash falls lightly on my skin, a fragile mark of truth, a quiet reckoning begins between my pride and you. Comfort doesn't walk this road. It fades behind my step. Every mile exposes me, and all I've tried to protect. Take what keeps me safe, if safety keeps me far. Strip me down to grace, take the lesser loves away. Let the desert rearrange every part of me. If fasting breaks my will, if silence bends my knees, let this be the season you make a new heart in me. Temptation wears familiar clothes. It speaks with gentle light. It offers crowns without a cross, and truth without the price. But hunger sharpens what is real, and thirst reveals my need. Not bread alone can hold my soul. Not comfort set me free. Burn what is not yours, refine what still remains. Strip me down to grace, till nothing false survives, till surrender feels like freedom, and dying feels like life. If weakness is the door, if mercy is the key, let this be the season you remake all of me. If I must walk through Calvary before I see the dawn, let me walk it honestly till every mask is gone. Strip me down to grace, from ashes into flame, from everything I used to be into your holy name. When Easter breaks the sky and death has lost its claim, let what rose inside of me never be the same. From ashes to grace. I was carrying silent battles no one else could see, smiling through the questions that were breaking me. Every prayer felt unanswered, every door seemed closed. I was losing strength inside more than anyone knows. Nights were long and heavy, faith was hanging by a thread. I believed the lie that hope itself was dead. Peace pieces of my future scattered on the floor. I didn't know if I could fight the pain anymore, but mercy met me in the darkness, right where I fell apart. Grace stepped into my weakness and reached into my heart. He healed my wounded heart. He restored my soul where the fear had torn apart. He made me whole from the ashes of my sorrow. His love took control. He healed my wounded heart. He healed my soul. That never passed me by. He carried every burden I was too afraid to show, and planted seeds of healing where only pain would grow. By his scars I found redemption, by his cross I found my name. What was broken he reclaimed, what was dying he made new. He healed my wounded heart. He restored my soul, every shattered part he made whole. Now I stand in resurrection, no longer alone. He healed my wounded heart. He healed my soul. Healed soul by his love alone. I've said the words 1,000 times, but never let them land. I've called your name in passing without surrendering my hands. I built my faith on comfort, on what I could control, but truth kept knocking at the door of my divided soul. I don't want religion, I want rebirth. Turn my heart around, break the chains I hide, tear down every false excuse, every secret pride. If I must lose my life to finally be found, and shake me from this lukewarm sleep, and turn my heart around. It's not in raised hands on Sunday if Monday stays the same. It's not in holy language if I still love my shame. You call me out of compromise, out of halfway grace. You don't ask for polished words, you ask for a changed face. Not surface level change, but fire in my veins. Turn my heart around, cut through what's untrue, burn away the lesser love lost everything. Let nothing hold me down. I don't wanna look like fate. I wanna be made new. If repentance means surrender, if surrender means I fall, then let me fall into your hands and give you all. No more hiding in the grave, no more living halfway. If your cross is narrow truth, then lead me there today. Turn my heart around, not tomorrow, now. Break the walls I built myself, teach my soul to bow. If dying is the doorway, then let old me drown. Raise me up in mercy, Lord, and turn my heart around. Make me new. Make me true. Almost done, the desert's nearly crossed. I walk these 40 mornings, counting everything I've lost. Not the things I gave up willingly, but the things that fell away. When the silence got so honest, I had nothing left to say. I came into this season with a list of what to fix, but God had other plans for me than my spiritual tricks. He didn't want my sacrifices, he didn't need my discipline. He just wanted me to sit still long enough to let him back in. Now the week is coming, the holiest of all, when heaven holds its breath again before the curtain falls. Almost Easter, almost morning after dark, almost the stone rolled away, almost the open heart. I can feel it in the distance, like the dawn before the sun. Almost Easter, almost everything undone and made new. Almost Easter. Holy Monday came with questions, Holy Tuesday came with doubt, Holy Wednesday felt like silence when I couldn't figure out how a man could love that deeply, how a God could choose that road, how the hands that shape the universe could let themselves be nailed and sold. Holy Thursday broke me open, kneeling at that wooden pew, watching bread become his body, watching wine become him too. And I understood the upper room, the fear behind that door, that even those who loved him most weren't ready for what lay before. But Friday has to happen before the Sunday comes. The tomb has to be sealed up tight before the stone gets rolled and done. Almost Easter, almost more almost Easter. Good Friday broke the sky in two. The veil was torn in half. The earth itself was trembling at the weight of what had passed. And in the dark of Holy Saturday, the world held still and breathed. And I, knowing that the grave was losing everything it thought it owned beneath, I've had my Holy Saturdays, days of not knowing what comes next, days of sitting in the in-between, of silence and unrest. When the thing you love seemed gone for good, when hope had left the room. But Easter always follows Friday, light always breaks the tomb. I've been preparing all this season, giving up and kneeling down, fasting in the early mornings before the world makes all its sound. But no amount of preparation could make me ready for the grace that meets me at the Easter Vigil, when the fire lights up every face, the candle passed from hand to hand, the darkness giving way. Hallelujah, finally spoken after 40 silent days. And something in my chest ignites, something old becomes brand new. Almost Easter just became Easter. And He's alive and I am too. It's Easter. It's morning after dark. The stone is rolled away. It's the wide open heart. I felt it in the distance. Now the sun has finally come. It's Easter. Everything undone and made new. It's Easter. He is risen. It's Easter.
Hallelujah.
After all this silence,
hallelujah.
He is risen indeed. We wrote our vows on a Saturday in front of God and everyone we knew. I promised you forever, with no idea what forever puts you through. The early years were easy, love felt like a summer field, but summer always turns to autumn, and autumn shows you what is real. The arguments we never finished, the silence is too long, the nights I slept beside a stranger wondering where we went wrong. But we had made a promise, not just to each other standing there. We had made it to a witness bigger than the flowers and the air. And somehow that made leaving harder, and somehow that kept me in the room, because a covenant is different from a contract you can choose. Built to last, not built for easy, built for the seasons only love survives. Built to last through the cold and dark December, through the years that tested things alive. We didn't vow to always feel it, we vowed to always choose to stay. Built to last is the only kind of love worth building. Built to last is the only kind worth the wait. watched my father-in-law dying, holding her hand by the hospital bed. 50 years of ordinary mornings, and he still reached for her instead. He wasn't eloquent or romantic, he didn't write her poems or songs. He just showed up every single morning. For 50 years he showed up strong. And when I asked her after what made a marriage go that long, she smiled and said, we both decided that walking out was never an option, son. She said, love is not a feeling that you wait to come and go. It's a garden that you water even when the cold winds blow. And I carried that home with me, and I looked at you that night, and I chose you like it was our wedding day. I chose you in the fading light. Built to last, not built for easy, built for the seasons only love survives. Built to last through the cold and dark December, through the years that test the things alive. We didn't vow to always feel it, we vowed to always choose to stay. Built to last is the only kind of love worth building. Built to last is the only kind worth the wait. There were mornings I was not the man I promised I would be. There were seasons you were carrying more than half the weight for me. And I don't deserve the grace you gave me on the days I gave you stone. But grace is not about deserving, it's about refusing to go home alone. We've sat across from other couples, watched them pack their lives in boxes, watched love die in parking lots, and wondered what the difference is. Maybe it's the God we brought in to the center of the room. Maybe it's the vow that held us when the feeling left too soon. I don't have all the answers, and I know we're not yet done, but I'd walk back to that altar, and I'd do it all again. Every hard and holy season, every fight and every dawn, I would choose you in the silence, I would choose you all along. Our kids have seen us argue, and they've seen us make it right. They've seen their parents struggling and surviving through the night. And I hope that's worth something more than the perfect home we never had. That they'll know that love is not a feeling, it's a choice you make through good and bad. Someday they'll stand at their own altars, and they'll make their own big vows. And I pray they build on something solid, not on feelings, not on now. I pray they build on God and morning, on the daily choosing to remain. I pray they build the way we tried to build to last, through joy and pain. Built to last, not built for easy, built for the seasons only love survives. Built to last through the cold and dark December, through the years that test the things alive. We didn't vow to always feel it, we vowed to always choose to stay. Built to last is the only kind of love worth building. Built to last is the only kind worth the wait. I choose you again on every hard morning. I choose you again, built to last. When I don't understand the road, when answers never come, when prayers feel like they disappear into a silent sun, when doors close without warning, when when dreams fall through my hands, when everything I thought was sure slips like shifting sand. You're not shaken, you are not late, so I will trust you still when the mountain doesn't move, when the valley feels too long, when I don't see the proof. I will trust you still through the breaking of my will, even in the waiting. I will trust you still. When sickness shadows daylight, when loss cuts deep and wide, when fear begins to whisper lies that hope has slowly died, you hold not surprised by pain, you stand outside of time, you see the ending from the start and call it all divine. You hold tomorrow inside your hand, so I will trust you still when the night refuses dawn, when I feel the weakest, when all my strength is gone. I will trust you still, not because I understand, but because you are my Father, and my life is in your plan. Faith is not a feeling, it's a choice I make, to stand upon your promises when everything can shake. If you are God above the storm, then I have nothing left to fear. Even in the silence, you are near. I will trust you still when the waters rise and roar, when the path is narrow and I can't see the shore. I will trust you still till my final breath is filled with the quiet of surrender. I will trust you still. You are faithful. I will trust you. Before the world had seen her face, before her name was known, a silent grace was poured like light upon a child unborn. No shadow touched her rising soul, no stain of ancient form. Father's mercy moved in time before the curse could come. Not by her own deserving, but by redeeming love, full of grace from mercy's hand for the coming Holy One. Oh, daughter clothed in light, oh, promise kept in flame from the first breath of your life. He called you by your name. Not distant from our human pain, not lifted far above, but first redeemed by saving grace through future saving love. The serpent's head beneath her feet, the ancient lie undone, a new beginning softly grew before her life begun. Prepared to bear the Savior, the spotless Lamb to come, full of grace from the dawn, pure as morning air, a garden kept for God alone, where heaven chose to dwell. Oh, Ark of Covenant, oh, living temple flame from the first breath of your life. He called you by your name. In view of Calvary's mercy, in view of coming blood, the cross reached back through history and cover her with love. Not separate from redemption, but first to be made whole. The victory of Christ began within her hidden soul. Full of grace from the dawn, bright as the Eden stars, a new creation quietly beating in her heart. Oh, mother undefiled, oh, mercy's perfect sign from the first breath of your life. You were the Lord's design, full of grace. Pray for us. He saw you from a distance long before you turned around. Before the shame could slow your footsteps, he was already running down. You'd spent everything you carried on a life that left you bare. You chased the wind through empty cities, looking for what wasn't there. The laughter faded into silence, the friends all disappeared, and in the wreckage of your choices, you forgot that he was near. You don't have to clean yourself up, you don't have to fix the years, you don't have to have the right words ready, you just have to appear. Come home, the light is on, never once went dark. Come home, the table's set, there's a place kept in his heart. You can come with all your broken, every scar and every wrong, every road that led you nowhere, every night that felt strong. Come home, the light is on. The older brother's watching with a stone behind his eyes, counting every year of service, measuring it against your life. But grace was never meant to be a thing we ration out in lines. It falls on those who least deserve it, like the rain falls on the vines. The ring is on your finger, the robe is on your back. Heaven throws a celebration every single time a child comes back. You don't have to earn the welcome, you don't have to prove you've changed. Just lift your eyes toward the horizon and let Him close the range. Come home, the light is on. It never once went dark. Come home, the table's set. There's a place kept in His heart. You can come with all your broken, every scar and every wrong, every road that led you nowhere, every night that felt too long. The Father's at the doorway, arms wide open, standing strong. Come home, the light is on. Maybe you've been gone so long, you forgot the way back in. Maybe shame has built a wall between your heart and home again. Maybe someone said your name like it was something to be scorned. Maybe church felt like a courthouse and grace felt like a storm. But I tell you this, He knows your name. He never stopped to watch. He left the 99 behind to bring the one lost back. The price was paid before you left. It cost Him everything He's got. And love like that doesn't stop. I've seen men kneel in silence with nothing left to say. I've seen women come with trembling hands after years of staying away. And every time the same thing happened, every single time, the one who made the stars above said, you were always mine. Come home, the light is on. It never once went dark. Come home, the table's set. There's a place kept in His heart. You can come with all your broken, every scar and every wrong, every road that led you nowhere, every night that felt too long. The Father's at the doorway, arms wide open, standing strong. Come home, the light is on. Come home, you've been gone long enough. Come home, He never stopped loving you. Just come home. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, couldn't sleep one winter night. I crept out to the hallway just to find a little light. And there he was, my daddy, kneeling by the bedroom door. A big man made of calloused hands, bent low against the floor. He didn't know I saw him, he was somewhere else by then. His lips were moving softly, like he was talking to a friend. I'd seen him fix an engine, I'd seen him split a cord of wood, but I'd never seen my daddy look that small or that good. He never preached a sermon, never stood behind a stage, but what I saw that winter night became my fate's first page. The night my daddy knelt was the night I learned to pray, not from a book or building, but from watching him that way. He gave me land and laughter, he gave me work and will, but the greatest thing he handed down was bending at that windowsill the night my daddy knelt. I asked him once at breakfast what he prayed about at night. He stirred his coffee slowly, then he looked up at the light. He said, I pray for you and Mama, and I pray I don't run dry. I pray that when the hard times come, I don't forget the why. He said, faith ain't always easy, son. Some nights it's just a choice. Some nights you kneel in darkness and you trust there is a voice. I was young and didn't get it, but I filed it somewhere deep. And years later on my own floor, I finally fell to my knees, because life had taken pieces that I didn't know could go, and the only thing I had left was what he let me know. The night my daddy knelt was the night I learned to pray, not from a book or building, but from watching him that way. He gave me land and laughter, he gave me work and will, but the greatest thing he handed down was bending at the windowsill the night my daddy knelt. He's been gone now, going on 6 years. I still reach for the phone sometimes to tell him something that happened that I know would make him smile. I cleaned out all his dresser drawers, found a rosary and a card, a note in his own handwriting that just said, God, keep them from the dark. And I knew right then who them was. It was me and everyone I love. That man spent 30 years of midnights talking to the God above, on behalf of people sleeping who had no idea at all that a big man made of calloused hands was there to break their fall. Now I have a son of 7, and some nights he can't sleep, and I wonder if he wanders through the hallway past my feet. I hope he finds me kneeling, I hope he files it deep. I hope the thing I hand him down is stronger than the things I keep, because the land will change its owners and the truck will rust away, but a boy who watched his father kneel carries some words can't say. The night my daddy knelt was the night I learned to pray, not from a book or building, but from watching him that way. He gave me land and laughter, he gave me work and will, but the greatest thing he handed down was bending at that windowsill the night my daddy knelt. I still see him there. Big hands, quiet lips. God keep them from the dark. The night my daddy knelt